the hidden beauty behind the bonnet. You think you know everything about modest dress and simple living. You've seen the buggies and the quilts. But what you haven't discovered is what lies beneath those prayer caps and behind those gentle smiles. The Amish women of Pennsylvania Dutch country possess a magnetism that modern society has completely overlooked. And today we're pulling back the curtain on one of America's most misunderstood communities. An island of tradition in the heart of America. Nestled primarily across Pennsylvania, Ohio, and Indiana, the Amish settlements form an extraordinary patchwork of farmland that seems frozen in the 1800s. Lancaster County in Pennsylvania serves as the epicenter, where over 40,000 Amish people cultivate the rolling hills and verdant valleys. But here's what most people miss. This isn't just one location. The Amish communities stretch across 32 American states and into Canada, creating a hidden network of tradition that spans thousands of miles. The largest concentration sits in Holmes County, Ohio, where nearly half the population follows the old ways. These aren't remote villages cut off from civilization. They exist right alongside modern America, separated not by mountains or oceans, but by choice and conviction. The borders of Amish country aren't marked by gates or fences. Instead, you'll know you've arrived when the power lines disappear, when the road becomes shared with horse-drawn carriages, and when the air smells of fresh-cut hay instead of exhaust fumes. The geography of simplicity. The landscape itself tells a story that few outsiders understand. The Amish deliberately chose regions with specific characteristics. Rich soil for farming. Gentle hills that provide natural drainage. Proximity to water sources for their farms and homes. Lancaster County's limestone-rich earth produces some of the most fertile farmland in America, which explains why Amish farms consistently outproduce their neighbors. The geography shaped their culture, and their culture shaped the geography right back. Travel through these regions and you'll notice something peculiar. The farms are immaculate. Every fence post stands perfectly straight. Every field shows careful attention. The Amish relationship with land goes deeper than mere farming. The spiritual. But here's the secret that connects to those remarkable women we mentioned. This connection to earth and nature creates something in the people themselves. Something you can see in their faces and their bearing. The physical labor, the outdoor work, the rejection of processed foods and sedentary lifestyles produces a different kind of beauty altogether. The mystery of the prayer covering. Now we arrive at what makes Amish women truly distinctive, and why the title of this video isn't clickbait. The prayer covering, that white cap or black bonnet, conceals something that might surprise you. Amish women typically have extraordinary hair. Never cut after marriage, often reaching past their waists, thick and healthy from a lifetime without chemicals, heat styling, or processing. When an Amish woman unpins that covering at night, the transformation is startling. But it goes beyond just hair. The modest dress serves a purpose you probably haven't considered. By removing the pressure of fashion, makeup, and constant appearance management, Amish women develop a natural confidence that's increasingly rare. They're not performing beauty, they're simply being. And there's something magnetic about that authenticity. Their skin often has that famous glow that skincare companies try to bottle, achieved through simple living, sunlight, hard work, and natural food. No Instagram filters needed. The rosy cheeks are real, earned through hours outside in the fresh air. The continental context that changes everything. In North America, the Amish represent something unique. They're often called America's most successful communal society, and within that continent, they're known as the Plain People. But here's what makes them stand out on a continental scale. While North America rushed headlong into technology and individualism, the Amish created a parallel civilization based entirely on community and tradition. They're not Native American, not immigrants in the traditional sense, but rather a culture that immigrated centuries ago and then stopped, creating a living time capsule. No other group in North America has maintained such distinct separation while living so integrated with modern society. This creates a fascinating dynamic with the women. They exist in America but not of it. They see modern women, modern fashion, modern life, yet consciously reject it. That choice, that daily decision to maintain their identity, creates a strength of character that's immediately apparent when you meet them. The rules that shape beauty. The ordnung, the unwritten rules that govern Amish life, seem restrictive from the outside. No electricity, no cars, no higher education beyond 8th grade. Limited interaction with the outside world. But here's the twist that nobody talks about. These restrictions create something unexpected in Amish women. Physical capability. An Amish woman can birth a baby, bake 50 loaves of bread, manage a household of 12, maintain a massive garden, preserve hundreds of jars of food, and still have energy to spare. That competence creates confidence. And confidence is universally attractive. They're not delicate. They're not helpless. They don't need rescuing. They can handle a horse team, build a fence, or negotiate a business deal at their roadside stand with equal skill. This self-sufficiency, born from their traditional lifestyle, creates a groundedness that's increasingly attractive in our disconnected modern world. The courtship traditions you never knew. Here's where things get really interesting. Amish courtship follows rules that seem archaic, but they create something remarkable. Dating happens through singings, young people's gatherings where teens and 20s can socialize. The couple courting will spend time together, but always with chaperones or in public settings. Physical intimacy is reserved strictly for marriage. But here's what this creates. Amish couples actually talk. They build genuine friendship and compatibility before marriage. The divorce rate in Amish communities? Nearly zero. Not because they're trapped, but because they've built their relationship on something more substantial than physical attraction alone. And the women? They enter marriage with realistic expectations, strong family support, and clear roles that, while traditional, provide structure and purpose. The result is marriages that last and women who, even in their 40s, 50s, and beyond, maintain that peaceful contentment that comes from living according to deeply held values. The famous settlements and their character. Lancaster County in Pennsylvania stands as the oldest and most famous Amish settlement. Founded in the 1720s, it's where you'll find the most traditional communities, some still speaking Pennsylvania Dutch as their primary language. The farms here are stunning, with massive barns painted in traditional colors, silos that pierce the sky, and that famous hex signs that aren't actually Amish but get associated with them anyway. Travel to Holmes County, Ohio, and you'll find the largest Amish population in the world. The women here are known for their quilting skills, and the shops they run attract visitors from across the country. Then there's Arthur, Illinois, often overlooked but home to incredibly industrious communities. Shipshewana, Indiana brings thousands of visitors for its auction and flea market. Each settlement has its own character, its own slight variations in dress and custom. But the women across all these communities share common traits. Remarkable work ethic, deep faith, strong family connections, and that increasingly rare quality of being comfortable in their own skin. What modern society gets wrong. We look at Amish women and think we understand. We see the plain dress and assume they're oppressed. We see the large families and assume they're trapped. We see the limited education and assume they're ignorant. All of these assumptions are wrong. Amish women make choices, real choices about their lives. They could leave. Many do during Rumspringa, that running around period where teens can experience the outside world. But the vast majority choose to stay and join the church. They're not naive about what they're giving up. They know about modern conveniences, entertainment, and opportunities. They choose their life with full knowledge of the alternative. That choice creates something powerful. When you meet an Amish woman, you're meeting someone who has consciously decided on her values and lives them fully. In a world of endless options and constant second-guessing, that certainty creates a presence that's hard to describe but impossible to ignore. The secret behind the lifestyle. Now we address what the title promised. What don't Amish women want you to discover? It's the simple truth. They're often happier than their modern counterparts. Study after study shows higher rates of life satisfaction, lower rates of depression and anxiety, stronger social connections, and greater sense of purpose. Their rejection of modern life isn't ignorance. It's informed choice. They don't want you to discover that maybe, just maybe, the simple life produces better outcomes than our frantically paced modern existence. They don't want you to know that community support systems work better than government programs. They don't want you to realize that large families provide built-in purpose and connection that career success rarely matches. And they especially don't want you to discover that natural beauty, developed through healthy living and authentic confidence, outshines any amount of cosmetic enhancement. The secret they're keeping is not really a secret at all. It's just a truth that modern society finds uncomfortable. Limitations can be liberating. Tradition can provide security. Community can surpass individualism. And the old ways sometimes produced better results than our new ones. The culture that time preserved. The Amish culture descended from Swiss German Anabaptists who fled persecution in Europe. They brought with them a commitment to adult baptism, pacifism, and separation from the world. These core values haven't changed in centuries. The women maintain traditions that their great-great-great-grandmothers practiced. They can vegetables using the same methods from the 1700s. They sew using patterns passed down through generations. They sing hymns in German that date back to the Reformation. This cultural continuity creates something you can feel in their communities. A peace, a certainty, a connection to the past that grounds them in the present. For men visiting these areas, there's often a sense of stepping into a different world. The women you encounter at roadside stands or restaurants carry themselves differently. They're polite but not flirtatious, friendly but not familiar. There's a respect for boundaries that's refreshing. And yes, there's often a natural beauty that comes from clean living, hard work, and genuine contentment. The reality behind the romance. Let's be honest about something important. The Amish life isn't a vacation or a fantasy. It's demanding, physically exhausting work. The women rise before dawn and work until after dark. They manage households without modern conveniences that most of us consider necessities. No dishwashers, no washing machines, no microwaves, no air conditioning in the summer heat. Life is genuinely hard. But here's what visitors to Amish country consistently report. The women seem energized rather than depleted by this work. There's a vitality that comes from physical labor and purposeful living. They're not scrolling through social media comparing themselves to others. They're not stressed about career advancement or maintaining appearances. They know their role, their community values them, and they find satisfaction in work well done. The result? Women in their 40s and 50s who have aged gracefully, who carry themselves with dignity, who possess that rare quality of being fully present in the moment. The traditions that define daily life. Sunday is church day, rotating between homes in the community. The women spend Saturday preparing, cooking massive meals to feed everyone after the 3-hour service. Monday is washing day with clothes hung on lines regardless of weather. Tuesday is ironing. Each day has its purpose and rhythm. The structure that modern people often find restrictive provides something valuable. Security, predictability, a sense of accomplishment as tasks are completed. The women work together, helping neighbors with quilting bees, canning sessions, and raising barns. This cooperation creates bonds that isolated modern living can't replicate. When an Amish family faces crisis, the community responds immediately. Medical emergencies, house fires, or financial difficulties bring instant support. The women organize meals, provide childcare, and offer emotional support in ways that put our fragmented society to shame. This social fabric creates resilience and confidence that radiates from within. The future of the plain people. The Amish population doubles every 20 years, making them one of the fastest-growing cultures in America. While modern birth rates plummet, Amish families average 7 children. The women embrace motherhood as calling rather than burden. They're not apologizing for their fertility or their choice to prioritize family. And the next generation, they're staying. The retention rate hovers around 90%. Young Amish women, exposed to the modern world, overwhelmingly choose to join the church and continue the tradition. This should tell us something. The lifestyle must offer something valuable, something worth preserving, or it would have died out generations ago. Instead, it thrives, grows, and continues to fascinate outsiders who glimpse something in these communities that they've lost in their own. We've journeyed through the hidden world of Amish country, discovering landscapes untouched by time and women who embody values that modern society has largely abandoned. We've uncovered what makes these communities unique within North America and why Amish women possess qualities that our fast-paced world has forgotten how to cultivate. What's your take on this lifestyle? Could you embrace such simplicity, or does it seem too restrictive? Drop a comment below telling us which city or country you're watching from and what you think about the Amish way of life. And here's something really important. Right next to that like button, you'll see the hype button. Click it for us. Costs you absolutely nothing, literally free, but it helps our channel grow tremendously. Thank you so much for taking that extra second to support what we do. We truly appreciate it. Your curiosity doesn't have to end here. Check out the videos suggested on your screen right now to discover even more incredible facts about fascinating cultures and hidden communities around the world. There's always something amazing to learn, and we've got plenty more to show you.